Queen City, they used to call it. The gateway to Alaska, the city of flowers. That one never took off. The Emerald City, in the 80s, when they were trying to give it a spit shine. Layers upon layers of history, each trying to mask the ones below. But Queen City is not wrong when you dig under the polish. Blue bloods in castles, peasants in the gutter. Same old story with a pretty flag on top. This town's had a queen for a long, long time. When the weight of a crown gets too heavy, people start sharpening axes. But it takes one hell of a push to set them swinging. You need a firebrand, a revolutionary, a despot, a murderer, or maybe just someone with a real big axe to grind. If I were a betting man, I'd say the heads are just starting to roll. And I am a betting man.
Hey, are you okay? Frank! Frank, there's someone hurt down here. Get someone on that radio. Take it easy. I got you. Don't try to move. Are you hurt?
Hey, hello, Richie. What the hell happened? You okay? Richie? Shit. Hang on, I'm on my way.
Where? I cannot be found like this. I am not strong.
Who the fuck? You're going down, asshole!
Do not. Fool. More evidence. I must be careful.
That's not my voice. Not my mouth it's coming out of either. Well, I know the back of my hand like the back of my hand, and... well, that is not my hand.
Who speaks?
So you can hear me. Huh. Well, good evening.
What are you?
You mean practically or philosophically? Answer's the same either way. Right now, I don't really know.
Very well. Gather yourself, then speak.
That's generous of you. Well, I know if I woke up with a voice in my head, well, I would probably take it better than most. But I appreciate I'm unusual in a few respects, and I thank you for your patience. My name's Fabian. I am... well, I was a vampire, like yourself. A kindred. No, Cavian by blood. And I was, and still am, a detective. Matter of fact, I just started a new case. Finding my missing body. Tell me, what's the last thing you remember?
I remember nothing recent. Nothing that would explain how I got here, at least.
I guess we don't have much to go off of. Except you've got a Malkavian and a mark. It's something. Let's try this. You hit me with some questions. Maybe it'll spark an idea.
How did you get inside my head? Do you truly remember nothing?
My memory's a jigsaw right now, and I'm still working on the edges. I know I was on some sort of investigation, but how it got me here, I don't know. Breaking and entering skulls was never my forte.
As for our situation, how do we get you out of me?
If I were a betting man, which it happens I am, I'd wager this. Finding answers to one of our questions will find us the answers for the others.
Do you recognize this mark, child of Malkav?
I don't think I do. But if poets and philosophers are to be believed, there's one thing I can tell you.
When we want something to belong to us, we mark it. I'd say someone has claimed you. From where I sit, I can understand why. There's power in these old bones. Centuries of strength in these veins. Someone covets you. Question is, who?
We will not find our answers here. Let us move on.
If I may, I'd recommend we get somewhere safe. I know a place. If you can get us out to the night air, I'll direct you. Supposing we're still in Seattle.
Seattle. This is America. Very well. I will find a way outside, then you may guide me.
Sounds good. You got a name, by the way?
Many. But for now, you can call me Fire.
All right. Pleased to meet you, Fire.
Let's find our way out, shall we?
You got the key?
Save the worry about marks and other mischief.
Security guy to meet us.
Seeing through your eyes is...
Hang on, I got his number.
This is quite something.
Stop security. Hurry it up. Cold as balls out here. Yeah, I got it. Place used for anything now? Not that I know. Guess we'll have to go in. How's your shoulder? Yeah, not good, man. Not good.
Someone called the cops. No way out there.
I can handle these mortals.
Anyone in there?
They'd be missed, and that'd mean a full-scale hunt. We must not break the Masquerade.
What was the call about? Meth head attacking his buddy.
Elevator's as broke as a Monday night streetwalker.
Dispatcher calling into file. Okay, let's do this. What the hell was that? Get that door open now!
Never mind, just go!
God damn it! One quiet thing. That's too much to ask?
My. That was what they called telekinesis, right?
Hello? Who's in here? Come on, don't make this night worse. Dispatch.
Go ahead, 128.
No getting
Got a noise
past.
disturbance and a
Think you can
suspected
distract them somehow?
3 inside
You're
the
a
abandoned
mite
apartment
conspicuous. We don't
Copy
want
that.
to fight
You
here.
require backup.
block. No, I think we're good.
Copy that, 128. All quiet?
Yeah, all quiet. Yeah, Carl. I always get the spooky ones.
Seattle PD. I'm coming over.
Thank God.
Seattle. This is your 2 a.m. weather and traffic update. Cold out there.
Dispatch, stay in contact.
Jehoshaphat H. Christ, you are something else.
Something strange going on.
Where are they?
I wonder what really happened to that camel guy.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Older than your country by 150 years.
Oh. Huh. Right.
Now be quiet.
Smile for the camera, sweetheart. This one goes out to all the fans of slaughtered pigs.
It's a ghoul, in case you didn't notice. Gonna bring the PD down on our necks.
Beautiful, oh, beautiful. You never look.
Busy night. Cops, ghouls, detectives, mysterious flying strangers. All we need now is a full-on musical number. This could set off a full Masquerade breach.
You're so done! Fuck you!
they should move to LA.
Someone else is in here. I can smell it.
Did we kill them?
Scarce. I'll just put it down to Seattle being Seattle.
Not for the adventure game. Mario.
Thursday Night Football.
VX file.
You know, guys, the last 24 hours have been extremely disappointing, especially for the Call of Duty community, guys. I'm actually like very deeply disappointed in every single Call of Duty fan and goochlicker that has been essentially crashing out online, especially on Twitter, because of the new chart data that came out for PlayStation and Xbox as it pertains to Call of Duty HQ as well as Battlefield 6. I mean, I've seen every take imaginable. I've seen people say Battlefield 6 is dead. I've seen people say that Call of Duty is untouchable. And as the Scat Master, that's very heartbreaking to hear, because you would think after like 800 videos from me that some of these goochlickers would just understand basic math and basic common sense, but unfortunately they don't. So here we are yet again, ladies and gentlemen. The Scat Master is back. I have midterms today, as you guys are watching this probably, and instead of studying for that shit, we gotta make a video because these guys are literally fucking stupid. And we're gonna get into it right now, but before we do, guys, I'm gonna need you to firmly grasp the fucking like button and anaconda squeeze it immediately, and subscribe if you're new, guys. You know what to do down in the comments below. Hashtag F7. We're on the way to 70,000 subscribers.
Welcome to Seattle. Come on, the haven's not far.
What year is this?
The year 2024. When did you...
I have been asleep for 100 years.
Oh. Now there's a thing. Well then, welcome to the 21st century. Hey there.
You are still here.
Till we worked our caseload, seems we're stuck together. Welcome back from the land of Nod. You and I can't ever really leave it, can we?
Oh, so you persist. That is disappointing.
You don't wake up nice, huh? Let's take a minute while you're still gathering strength. Get to know each other. Maybe check our compass before we set sail. While we slumbered, I puzzled. And I realized I know you. Or I know who you are. You're the one they call the Nomad.
How do you know that?
Detective, remember? That name's been buzzing around my brain, and I only just trapped it. Another mystery. Where I got the idea. I didn't expect you in Seattle, not at all. And don't rightly know how I made the leap. Once folks hear the Nomad's in town, and they will, they're going to assume a lot. There are stories. Some have you as a destroyer, others an omen of doom. But, what would you say?
I am a warrior.
Well, your reputation holds up. My own philosophy is, when they throw a punch, be somewhere else. Preferably a different city. But while we're killing time, did you have a favorite time killing?
I have said all I desire to say about myself. Tell me of you now.
All right, ask away. I warn you, I've had 100 years in this city, but my memories are Swiss cheese.
Who was your sire?
The one who chowed down on me 100 years back? Gideon, his name was. He was a peach. I liked him. Where is he now? I don't know. My best guess is he's gone to ground or dust.
Tell me about your haven.
Oh, this place is not mine. Owned by a fellow by the name of Dale. But it's empty now, I know. Though I don't know how I know it. I can't say he was a friend, but I've always found charm in clutter. Provokes a soul to build castles out of thoughts. And a castle is a solid place to stand.
When we first spoke, you had little recent memory. Do you remember anything more?
One thing. Alcohol. On the air, on the floor, in glasses and bottles. After that, I'll walk in the dark.
What is this about alcohol? Your memory seems drenched in it.
Well, I'd say I was in a bar. If you feel properly woken, maybe we could try to find it.
I am awake, but there is something wrong. My blood is sluggish. I should be strong by now, even after torpor, and I am not.
Reckon that mark has brought you down a peg?
Speculation accomplishes nothing.
True, but let's just take another second. You know my blood is Malkavian. You know they call us lunatics, madmen, or prophets. But where do you draw a bloodline?
Tremere mage. Not an easy path among the other clans, they tell me. Well, you won't be alone here. Mrs. Thorne will love a new sparring partner. Anyway, we can't have you going out all bloody. Check Dale's closet. For something natty. And no one in this city will blink twice at you. While you were getting dolled up, I rooted out a memory. Realized why I brought us to Dale's place. I was here, I think. Not long before whatever happened. If we're gonna solve our cases, we could track back my footsteps, see if we can find that bar. I won't say my body's fragrant, but I reckon your keen senses could get a sniff of it.
Soul in the long, dark hours. I'll stay with you all night.
Remember, even in Seattle, people will notice if you do something, you know, weird. Like leaping a building in a single bound. Keep it on the down low. We have a masquerade to protect.
Jesus H. Christ on a cross!
We're very close to 65k, which at that point, we're doing a giveaway for Battlefield 6. And on top of that, guys, this Friday, I am dropping another free copy of Battlefield 6 in my live stream. So you're all invited to that shit. Please join up. And without further ado, guys, let's get into this tweet that comes out from Charlie Intel. We're not going to call him Scatmaster Charles today because, frankly, some of the engagement baiting that is happening here is just, this is just something I would expect significantly more from somebody like Charlie Intel, who handles this type of shit. Call of Duty was the most played game in the US on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S for the week ending on Saturday, October 11th. During the Black Ops 7 beta, Battlefield 6 debuted in terms of players at number 12 on PS5 and number 8 on Xbox 24 hours after its launch. So before I start dismantling every single short bus riding Call of Duty gooch licker's logic and takes and claims on Battlefield 6 versus Call of Duty as it pertains to this data right here, we need to break down this tweet because this is essentially the source of all the misinformation that you're seeing on the timeline everywhere, and I'm happy to explain it to everybody. First of all, saying that it was the most played game in the US on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S is not true. This is data that pertains to all of PlayStation. So that's PS4 as well as PS5, and yes, that is important, as well as Xbox One as well as Xbox Series X and S. And again, that is important, and you'll see why later on. Secondly, remember that the data ends on October 11th. That is a very important date, as well as the fact that this was during the Black Ops 7 beta, which is high prime time, but on top of that, when we talk about the HQ, you'll see why this is important. The next thing is that Charlie Intel says that Battlefield 6 debuted at number 12 on PS5 and number 8 on Xbox, which again are two totally different things, alright? He says PS5, but what he means is PlayStation as a whole, which is interesting because he says Xbox rather than Xbox Series X or S, which is the current gen, and he doesn't mention old Xbox generation consoles, so instead he just says Xbox, but for PlayStation, he doesn't say that.
There's a rich aroma. Blood. Kindred blood.
Look what took the bait.
If it ain't Benny Muldoon.
Better start wiggling, little fish. It's about to get real dry.
Sheriff, Brujah, my boss. Careful.
Can a law-abiding kindred not walk where they will in this city? Tell me, what is my crime?
Motherfucker. You really ain't no thin blood, are you?
Thin blood? Of weak heritage, a latter generation. They are common here?
The hell kind of rock you been hiding under? Yeah, they're common. Like fleas on a street cat.
Benny. Such a way with words.
Surely the sheriff has better things to do with his time than hunt thin bloods.
You know, I'm just about getting tired of your limp dick, square-fanged, tofu-ass bullshit. Lucky for you, I got places to be.
Will you tell your prince we spoke?
Fuck the Camarilla. Fuck the prince.
Did he lose his last marble?
Right now, I got thin blood spines to rip out. So I'll tell you what. You have one night to sort your business and get the fuck out of Seattle. After that, it's open season.
Understood.
Good. For my sake, I hope you stay. I'll run out of thin blood soon enough. Don't want to be bored.
He's given us a night. Let's use it and get back on my trail.
You said he was your superior?
He's chief kicker in of heads for the court, but he also keeps a foot in at the SPD. Between us, we keep a lid on any breaches of the Masquerade. If I can offer a bit of critique, it's always best to stand straight up to Benny. You show him your underbelly, he'll cut it out. I knew Benny hated the Thin Bloods. Don't really know why he's hunting them tonight, though. Just as a thought, I'd suggest you keep my presence on the down low. Take it from me, you lose a parcel of respect if you talk out loud with the voices in your head.
Really appreciate. Jesus H. Christ on a cross.
Anarch's up ahead. They're being bold tonight.
Help me out! Help me out!
Got him here!
Fucking scaredy cat!
You need to feed. That's the hole in the wall. Anarch place. Katsumi's folk hang there. You might meet her.
Check it out. Finally. Sure. This one's mine. Okay, come on. Where are you?
Ketsumi? Weak, man, fucker.
I don't think I like you're talking about.
Oh, you want to join us so bad? Is it wait for change? Be my guest. Might as well wait for Santa Claus. But I'm talking action. Real action.
Kenny!
Shit, the hell! Here, help me!
Something spooked the more sensible anarchs. You usually find a few here in the hole. Anyhow, I talked to someone the other night, right here. I'm sure of it. No clue who it was, but he set me on a trail. Here we are. I tell you something. Through your nose, I appreciate my aroma just a little bit more. Leather, old filing cabinets, and a soup zone of homicide. I should fill you in on the local color. Anarchs and Thin Bloods we talked about. You can lump them in a batch, mostly. Then there's the court, but you know how the Camarilla works. Princes and primogens and all the usual titles. Other than that, we've a past of ghouls, hangers-on, rumors of werewolves in Schmidt's Park. Go figure. Now. If I had hackles, they'd have just raised up on my hat. There's something. Something's here, Fire. Like a brace of knives looking to sever a spine.
What do you mean?
I don't rightly know. Oh no. That is...
Perhaps we should talk about what happened.
I do not know what to say, save that you brought it on yourself. Somehow, and for some reason, you provoked me here in Torpor.
Seems like you're blaming me more than I'm blaming you. If anything, I should forgive you. And I forgive you. That's just what Torpor does. You went into the box, but the beast came out and drained dry the first thing it saw. But hey, we solved the case of my missing body. And of how I got in your head. Diablerie, right?
The complete draining of one kindred by another so that the Vitae's power is consumed, yes. But this, what has happened here? This is not normal. A transfer of power, of strength, that is expected. But of consciousness, never. How can you still be here?
Well, here I am. Any theories?
We need to know more. Speculating without that would be vanity.
Well, I suppose that's true, but I do enjoy a good speculate from time to time. In any event, means we've got a new case. Why am I still here despite all the odds?
And who captured me and brought me here? What was intended for me?
Well, the city has the answers. I think it's time you got permission to walk the streets.
Indeed. From the prince of this city.
Prince Campbell, yeah. Yeah, but... I don't know, there's something... I can't say why, but... Not him. Not right now. I'm sorry, I've lost something here. I just know it's a bad idea to go to him straight.
Is there something amiss in the court? Can the prince not be trusted?
I don't remember. I'm sorry. I just know that if you go to him now, it'd be... There's gotta be another way. Huh, of course. Lou Graham.
Who?
Seattle's previous prince. Sort of. She stepped into the shadows decades back, abdicated. Let Campbell take over the reins. Weird situation, I know, but her shadow's as long as the night. Get in good with her and it'll keep you safe from intrigue. At least for a time.
An abdicated prince. That is most unusual. Can you lead me to her?
The Glacier Hotel. Swanky place, seen better days. It's got a big sign out the front you can't miss from the street. A few blocks north of Dale's Den, where we woke up tonight. I imagine you have questions. Other than, Fabian, why did you try to open the box? I have no answer for that. A new case. Why were you so stupid, Fabian? Sheer curiosity? Off in the end for both cats and cops, right? At least I made it through. Sort of. I suppose we should talk about Lou. You need the background. Who stops being a prince unless it rains? I'll be honest, I have no notion why she did it. It's been 40 years now. My best advice is to remember that she's old, she's powerful. The Glacier Hotel used to be the Cameron Court, back when Lou ruled the roost. Now there's a glass and steel monolith in the middle of town, Weaver Tower.
Stay back, creep!
As you might expect, Lou owns the penthouse. The elevator's at the back. I never got on with it, but should work for you.
This will take us to Lou's quarters.
That's right. I reckon you'll do well with her. Just keep your poker face. I'm sure she won't eat you.
Fabian, my boy, at last. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Ready?
Well, I guess so. If only I knew what this is.
Having a bad night, child?
No, but
Just keep your poker face. They won't eat you. Well, not all of you, anyway.
The little detective? Really? Hope you hosed him down.
Ignore Fletcher. I need you to focus now. Rosalind's on the left, Lou's on the right.
Well, Gideon Hall. And who do you bring to us?
As spoken for and sanctioned, Miss Emerson, this is my new child.
I see. And what do you have to say for yourself? Be kind to the poor man, sister. This is the first time he's seen you in all your glory. Welcome, Fabian. Your sire is thought of highly here. I am Lou Graham. Now tell me, who are you? Beyond the name, what will you do for this court?
Careful.
honestly,
Fabian, are you with me? I saw what you saw, but we're here now. Pay attention.
What's that smell?
Fresh blood. Kindred blood.
Oh my.
I assume from the smell that you are not another of my unwanted suitors.
I am not with them.
No. Somehow you don't seem the type. Well now, it's not often I see someone new in my city. Tell me your story, and we shall see if we are friends or not. Well? Or would you prefer to wash first? You positively reek, my dear.
Remember who you're speaking to.
I laid in torpor for 100 years. I am new to this time, and this place.
You should have stayed in the 1920s. A much better time. Now, let's see. Gone these 100 years with that storied look about you, Oh my. How serendipitously the chips do fall. After 100 years, the nomad emerges again here in my parlor. I suppose for a Tremere, little whiff here and there is to be expected. My child has a warlock of her own. A frazzled, graceless thing, positively lamentable, always with her nose in some dusty tome. I doubt she'd know a 10-step routine if she bit into one. Good thing she doesn't sweat. But you... what an enigma you are. Such a pillar of our history. And now you're here in Seattle, of all places. Such an honor.
The pleasure is all mine.
Not all of it, I assure you. But tell me, nomad of many faces, what do you call yourself now?
Fire.
Then I'm simply beside myself to meet you. Fire. As I'm sure the prince shall be. After all, you're an interesting person, and this is a most interesting time.
And what is it that makes these times so interesting?
Well, of course. You don't know. In just 2 nights, Seattle's gone to hell in a handbasket. First, this grisly business with my dear Campbell, and then a spree of reckless murders just last night, and now anarchs accosting me in my own domain. Sudden transitions of power, just awfully messy, aren't they? But I have no doubt our new prince will bring a swift end to the turmoil.
Grisly business? What happened to Campbell?
Now that is an expression. Penny for your thoughts?
There was a killing spree last night.
A figure in a bloodied white gown. So I hear. Running rabid through the streets, trailing gore and Dior knows what else. Seems the rabble think a leadership crisis the ideal moment to make a scene. If they had it their way, the Masquerade would be more tattered than a whore's brassiere. But we'll catch them. Our pet hive is overly efficient. Assuming that brute of a sheriff doesn't lobotomize the culprit first.
So the Masquerade remains intact. How much do the mortals know about this murder spree?
Oh, the wayward child's all over their television news and social media. Mortals call them #Vampire Bundy. Nobody's taking it seriously, of course. Quite extraordinary, the number of sins you can blame on mental health these days, but still, you can't be too careful. How many bloodless bodies does it really take, after all, to turn on a light bulb? The kindred responsible will be held to account. You can be sure of that.
Campbell is no longer prince. What befell him?
2 nights ago, my poor child was found outside Weaver Tower missing something rather vital. His head.
What? How? Who?
Luckily, I had a spare. My other child, Ryung Choi. She rules now in his stead, under my careful tutelage.
Based on all you have said, it seems prudent that I meet with Prince Ryung. And soon.
I'd think she's rather busy squashing an insurrection. Though I'm sure a little extra muscle wouldn't go amiss. You have my blessing. And you can use your audience to let Ryung know that I require new, more competent security. Someone with a keen hunter's instinct who can accommodate my particular tastes. Now, unless you have something further to discuss...
I will take my leave, for the time being.
Don't be a stranger, darling.
He says PS5 specifically. Again, just these inconsistencies make up for the misinformation that you're going to see on the timeline here very soon. Now guys, before I even get to the chart itself, I want to ask you a very, very serious question. I want you to tell me right now, without seeing the data, what do you think is more popular right now? Battlefield 6 or WWE 2K25? And please, feel free to take your fucking time. How many times have you heard of the new WWE game from last year versus Battlefield 6? You tell me which one you have heard more about. What's that? You've heard more about Battlefield 6? Well, how would you like to know that according to these charts, WWE is ahead of Battlefield 6. Now, that might make you wonder right now, is this chart data even something significant to go off of in terms of popularity and impact? Clearly the fuck not. No. But these people online will have you believe that it is the end-all be-all for Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty. Not to mention, Call of Duty is not Call of Duty, it is Call of Duty HQ on the charts. And we've talked about this before, guys. What is the Call of Duty HQ in today's times? Well, we know it no longer includes MW 2019 Part 2 and 3, but it does include Warzone, all of it, which is free to play, Black Ops 6, and, guys, get this, Black Ops 7 during the beta, which is stated in the tweet. Given that information, is it surprising to you that Call of Duty HQ is at the top of any of these charts? Honestly, to me, as somebody who is very critical of Call of Duty, I'll tell you guys right now, Call of Duty can suck my balls from the back and from the front, from the left, from the right, I don't care. But my negative feelings towards Call of Duty do not change the fact that, obviously, with the HQ considered, it's gonna go #1 on these charts. And even I can admit that. Now, it's important to note this, is that this chart data was for last week ending October 11th. Guys, when did Battlefield 6 come out? That's right, guys. It came out fucking October 10th. So, all of this data that you see here, all of these games that are listed, they have a week's worth of tracking time on them, where Battlefield 6 only has 1 day. And if for whatever ungodly reason you fucking Call of Duty gooch-licking morons, you short bus riding dweebs, if you believe that that does not matter, you are fucking stupid.
Sweetie, what is your condition?
How should I know? I'm retarded.
Let me ask you a simple question to get it through your thin fucking cranium. Person A does as many push-ups as humanly possible on one single day. Let's just say Friday. Person number 2 does as many push-ups as humanly fucking possible from Monday up until Sunday. Which person do you think has done more push-ups? The guy that has only done push-ups for 1 day, or the person that did push-ups every single day of the week? You tell me which one you fucking think has done more push-ups. You fucking low IQ bottom percentile decimal of a fucking human being. There's a reason we believe not everybody in the Call of Duty community deserves a fucking opinion. Because guys, when you look online, this is the type of shit that you see. You see all of these moronic content creators and accounts, people who are failed Call of Duty pros who that never fucking made it because they're fucking frog shit at the game, coming out here with all this smoke and energy and hype about how Battlefield NPCs are stupid, and then they're making fun of people who said Battlefield numbers on Steam were very good. We'll talk about that later as well. You even have people telling these guys that they're stupid for looking into this when Battlefield 6 only has 1 day worth of tracking on this week specifically, and people don't respond to this. Like, that is the one point already that just breaks this entire thing down. Nobody has a response to this. The only response I'm seeing is, oh well, just wait until those first week numbers, then next week, then we'll truly show you, man. My response is, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, we're talking about the now, and the now says that all of this hype and energy that these dumbasses have online is completely fucking invalid and inaccurate as fuck. And I don't even blame half of these people. I mean, you got like baldy ass 8 Thoughts out here thinking that he did something. I mean, the guy's channel's been fucking dead, and I mean every single last one of them. I feel bad for the fucking guy, man. Look, I'd be grasping for straws too if I was a 70-year-old bald content creator that's getting his ass handed to him by a bunch of stupid ass content creators like me and the Rick. We got the good old Activision Tiana Trumps out here like Dyke Dynamite talking about today should mark the end of the Steam chart and COD is dead narrative. It won't. Call of Duty simply dominates every other platform while Battlefield doesn't.
I know dreams of goals traveling by the house. Rap the way I want it, don't matter.
lot. Dancing with the devil, more walking off in the pop a lot. If I never.
Brother, we don't respect what you have to say. Activision literally sees you as a floating dollar sign. And if they don't see you like that, they see you as a fucking hole. Alright? And I'm not gonna go any further into what I mean by that.
Lou liked you. Guessing that isn't your first narcissist. Triong Choi then. Now Prince. There's a thing. My bet is you'll find her in Campbell's office. Weaver Tower. I get an inkling of what it's like for you now. Waking from torpor. It's only been a day or two for me. The world is upended.
Look at you. Even more delicious up close. What ambitions? What secrets lie behind those cold, dark eyes? Oh, don't look so surprised, little flame. The first stage of my process is observation. Isabella Moore, artist.
A pleasure. I always have time for art and its creators.
What is art if not arcane? You should stop by my place. Atrium. The kind call it a nightclub, but it's so much more. I have something rather special planned. Once, it might have taken your breath away. You'll see.
Perhaps I will.
Oh, but what am I talking about? You came here to see Lou Graham. It's been, what, decades since she left that musty old penthouse? How fares the former prince?
She seemed well.
Is that so? Well, I won't keep you. You will accept my invitation?
If my pursuits take me nearby, I will consider it.
I'm sure they will. Art always takes. The question is, what will be spared? Until then, little flame.
Off to Weaver Tower to see the newest prince then?
Indeed.
Well, well. It's not often Isabella thinks someone is worth talking to. She must see you as an opportunity or a fellow artist. She mostly ignores me, and for that, I'm thankful. No doubt you're wondering about the court, and Ryong Choi, our new prince, it seems. She is sharp as a tack, and deals fair. But who's to say? Power changes folks, I guess. You'll meet Tali, too. Queer fish, and as colorful as they come. You already met Benny and Isabella, stick and carrot of the court, respectively.
That is Seattle's inner circle?
Hard to say, given the Campbell news. That's the place, Weaver Tower. More anarchs seem a little upset. I wager they're not here to play nice.
Firing!
Arcs seem a mite upset. I wager they're not here to play nice.
No one better mess with us tonight. We're gonna take back this city.
Hey, check that out. My time to shine.
Jesus, fuck! Somebody help! Take you. I did it! I can't fucking believe it! This is our city. Kill the cammie.
More Anarchs seem a mite upset. I wager they're not here to play nice.
Help me! Too quick for you!
Got him here!
I did it! I can't fucking believe it! This is our city. Kill the cammie.
More Anarchs seem a mite upset. I wager they're not here to play nice.
Help me! Somebody help!
What's that?
This is our city. Kill the cammie.
More Anarchs seem a mite upset. I wager they're not here to play nice.
Oh, if I get a shot at that sheriff, they're dead.
done with your entertainment, you'll be...
Oh, goddamn. Elevators, the bane of my existence. Hope you're feeling fit. We gotta get up to the 21st. I've been thinking, Anarchs here and Anarchs at the glacier?
You think these are the same Anarchs who attacked Luke Graham?
See, Anarchs aren't organized. Even one group gets round to trying something, that is not good news.
Get out of here, you stupid county fuck!
Sorry, cutie pie. You're not on the guest list.
What did I tell you? Colorful.
That is the Nosferatu, Tolly.
The very same.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm flattered. I mean, geez, I don't think I've been this wanted since, 1982? Jimmy Darling in the Mustang? Oh, take me back. But between you and me, I don't think you're really my type. I mean, you're no Jimmy. No offense.
Maybe don't mention our little team up, huh?
Okay, fine. I'll say it. It's the fit. Just really not working for me. It's giving art school, but like, it's giving dropout, you know? And I gotta say, you're a little needy.
Come out and get your feet down.
I look into attachment theory because, sweetie, you are anxious. But remember, therapy is for everyone, so long as you have insurance.
Give up, fucker!
Oh, you don't? Well, I suppose that's too bad. Guess you picked the wrong side, huh?
Do I still get celebrations if they embrace me?
Come on!
You and me! Do better!
Dodge this fucker! You got nothing!
Get out of here, you stupid county fuck!
Sorry, cutie pie. You're not on the guest list.
What did I tell you? Colorful.
That is the Nosferatu, Tolly.
The very same.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm flattered. I mean, geez, I don't think I've been this wanted since, 1982? Jimmy Darling and the Mustang.
Can't wait to live forever. Let's do this.
There's nothing, but I'll check.
Come out, you piece of shit! Where did you...
You're going down.
That's it!
You got nothing.
Ready for this?
Fuck this.
Anarch!
Peekaboo, asshole. Hit you so hard, your sire's gonna feel it.
Take you out!
Nice work! Come on over, let's have a talk.
You need to feed.
Damn, kid. You're not new to chewing your way through the hordes, are you?
I have had lifetimes of experience.
I've heard that one before. Never believed it till now. Name's Michael Tolliver, but call me Tolly. I'm your go-to gal for fun times at the OK Camarilla.
You may call me Fire.
I may. Guess you're here to see her principship? New kid checking in and all that, right?
Right.
Well, you're gonna give a hell of a hello covered in the blood of her botherers. It's been a regular good old-fashioned nightmare since Campbell went down. I mean, he was a limp fucking dick, but a city without a prince wasn't part of the plan for the Christmas party, you get me? Anywho, our Ryong has a few Anarch runts upstairs trying to work out why/when/how they managed to murk a prince. If that's what happened. Fun times, huh?
What is the situation? Is there war in Seattle between Anarchs and the Camarilla?
Listen, war's too big a word to be waving around right now. We're just dealing with a few groups of fuckers who've caught us with our pants down. Fucking Benny, our sheriff Muldoon, bless his heart, just upped and fucked right off. Fucked us too.
Muldoon?
Benny Muldoon, we met.
Yeah, I guess running protection for a new prince just wasn't something he was feeling. Without him...
Why did he run off?
He wanted to start a one-vamp, let's call it what it is, genocide against the Thin Bloods. Anyway, let's stay positive. Benny's gonna get his star shoved up his ass, and frankly, that was a long time coming. And you get to go up top and meet our prince. And bonus time, Since the elevators are still busted, you get to do some more climbing. When you slither out, you'll probably surprise Science Gal.
Science Gal?
Be a sweetheart and tell her that the boarders are repelled. Look on the bright side. Next time I see you, I'll owe you one. See ya!
Tolly's an acquired taste. We rubbed each other the wrong way a little. He ain't so different from other hives. Sorry, Nosferatu. Not so much about appearances. It's the inside that counts. This is a conundrum. You'll forgive me if I make a few assumptions. Your clan has a history of bedding in with the Camarilla. And I saw nothing in your dealings with the old prince to contradict that. So I can only assume that you are no salmon. You swim with the current.
Now is not the time.
Fine, fine. But something to think about before you meet the prince. Shiny, isn't it? My guess is science looked somewhat different back in your day.
Shh. Hello? Stay back! I mean it. I don't want to hurt you, but I...
Tolly's Science Gal, Sophia? Be gentle.
Sophia, Tolly asked me to tell you the intruders have been dispatched.
You spoke to Tolly? An intruder would say that. Unless... how do I know I can trust you?
You are right not to trust anyone. But were I your enemy, you would already lie rotting. I have not slain you yet, have I?
Yet? No, you haven't, but... I still don't know who you are.
My name is Fire. I come to meet Prince Ryong Choi of Seattle, with the blessing of Lou Graham.
Lou? I see. Well, if she sent you...
Thank you.
But, wait. You... No. Surely... Forgive me. You're the nomad.
Huh? Guess word gets around.
I am.
Jesus, Mary, Mother, Joseph! I knew it! I knew it! The records, the stories. Oh, you're everything they say. Forgive me, my impertinence. I am Safia Ulusoy, a scholar of our history. If we could speak sometime, not now, of course. I shouldn't impose. Forgive me.
Perhaps later.
Thank you! Thank you. And please forgive me if I came across as brusque before. I was merely... The door's unlocked. The prince's office is opposite the elevators. I won't keep you. For now. But please, find me later. It would be... everything.
We should press on. You should meet the new prince. You know, you didn't need to go so hard on her. Sophia, I mean. Same clan as you, in case you missed that. Okay, what you need from the prince is permission, and what we need is answers.
Please, please, I'll tell you anything you want.
And yet, you aren't. Let's try this again. Who ordered Campbell's destruction?
Help!
How did you breach his security?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
You really don't know, do you? Pity. Look at me. Look at me! Well, that was a waste. Ah, a new face. And not just any new face. Aren't you Interesting. There's something... Tell me, who are you?
that they literally see you as a whole. Then you have other people that, once again, they disprove all of these claims from these people. This guy Bam Bam says, you'll get official numbers for how Call of Duty is doing at this very moment if they release numbers for the next week after. Battlefield was only tracked for 1 day and Call of Duty had a beta. And this fucking idiot responds with, yeah, but launch day is gonna have the majority of players. That is simply not fucking true.
Why struggle against the inevitable end?
Are you saying everyone will die?
Death is nothing to be afraid of.
Let's go.
I'm so scared.
True, we actually had confirmation from a Battlefield developer that said Sunday, which was 2 days later, had the biggest peak amount of players that they've had, period. And you might say that statement contradicts what you see on Steam, but what you fucking morons are not realizing is that you guys are the people that told us that Steam does not tell the whole story. Because clearly, even though the Steam player count was dropping after Friday, which was the first day of launch, if that number was decreasing, and then on Sunday, they claimed that they had the biggest amount of players that they've had, period, and the numbers on Steam were dropping, then what do you think that means for the other platforms? That means by Sunday, more people were purchasing and playing on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, which already disproves this whole thing about Battlefield being available for 1 day on this specific chart versus all of the other games that were there available for the entire fucking week. Oh, but you know what? That actually reminds me, guys, let's not forget that all of the games that you see on that chart, especially Call of Duty, are available on how many platforms specifically. We're gonna count it because I understand a lot of these Call of Duty gooch lickers are fucking stupid. We'll start with Call of Duty. Any of the modern CODs are available on PS4, PS5, Xbox.
Alright, yo, welcome back to the More Wisdom channel.
Bond. Rare's GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64. There's really no way to talk about 5th generation 007 video games without bringing up GoldenEye repeatedly, so I figured I would just go ahead and start this coverage off by saying its name. Because according to the CEO of Black Ops Entertainment, the studio who developed Tomorrow Never Dies for the Sony PlayStation 1, GoldenEye had, quote, raised the bar for video gaming in general, end quote, and there were several development decisions made for this game in direct response to GoldenEye's success. From the get-go, it was clear that both Black Ops Entertainment and their publisher, EA Games, was keen on not only outperforming GoldenEye, but showing it up in any way they could. Bigger set pieces, better graphics, beefier music, and even voice acting, which was a first for a Bond game.
Bond. James Bond.
This wasn't just some Bond game, though, or even just another licensed title. It was the first entry in what would go on to be called the Bond 6. 6 007 video games published under EA that improved with every release and repeatedly cemented themselves as some of the best licensed video games of all time. But not this one, though. I mean, it is the start of the Bond 6, but it's just not really all that good. So you'd think following GoldenEye that handing Rare the reins once again was a given, but that didn't actually happen because Nintendo lost the bid for the 007 license to EA Games. And so rather than going on to develop the Tomorrow Never Dies tie-in, Rare instead went all in on their own original IP called Perfect Dark, a game that I've actually already covered on this channel before, and I recommend going and checking out my full series video when you're done with this one. And now that development for the follow-up to an industry-shifting title could begin in full, Black Ops Entertainment had their work cut out for them, and as I said before, they were hoping to go all in on making the most bombastic Bond game imaginable. And they probably could have if they'd stopped reworking it and actually made what they set out to develop in the first place.
I didn't realize it was public knowledge.
The orphans grow even stronger as they merge. Such is our calling.
Hybrid work is like feeding a stray cat, just this once, and despite what you may have been told. It's here to stay now, both hybrid work and the cat. But fortunately, we can make it easy for you. Introducing the Meeting Owl. The answer to the question, hey, what if calling into a meeting didn't drain my soul? It starts at the center, where the Meeting Owl uses patented AI technology to always show you who is talking, and actually gets smarter over time. Like children, or whatever the opposite of politics is. It's easy to use and even easier to customize to perfectly suit your hybrid work needs. Try for yourself what hundreds of thousands of customers already love. The Meeting Owl, the next best thing to being together.
Queen and country, James.
The fact of the matter is that despite achieving an impressive number of ambitious set pieces here, this game is still a short-lived sprint through a series of 10 levels only loosely resembling the film it's adapting, where each level seems more directionless and less related to the film than the last. Whereas GoldenEye boasted 20 different levels, each one with a myriad of different objectives to complete, Tomorrow Never Dies only has 10 far easier to complete missions across its playtime, all of which together only took me around 3 hours total to finish, even while taking my time. Now, 3 hours to finish a PS1 game isn't exactly out of the ordinary for a licensed game like this, but I wouldn't call it acceptable either, even back then. And on a second playthrough, I bet I could easily crush the whole thing in closer to an hour now that
Look, the PS1 will always be my favorite console. Most of my childhood gaming memories start and end with that grey box. It was weird, janky, full of demo discs, and somehow just magical. I loved the experimental, obscure games that came out during that era. You know, when studios were still thinking about innovation and not just money. But when I started thinking about all the PS1 games I grew up with, Crash Bandicoot, Escape, Silent Hill, I realized something. None of them were first-person shooters. And that got me wondering, did I miss out on a whole corner of the PS1 library? So, a few months ago, I made myself a promise. I'm going to play every single FPS on the PS1, no matter how bad, weird, or janky they are. And you guys, you're coming with me. I'm sorry, but I need the emotional support. And honestly, it's been an interesting ride. We've already found some hidden gems like Codename Tenka, Power Slave, Crazy Ivan, god I love that one, and of course a few disasters too. Usually I cover a bunch of games in one video, but this time we are making an exception because trust me, this one deserves it. Today we are talking about Medal of Honor.
Electronic Arts and DreamWorks Interactive present Medal of Honor.
I'm pretty sure all of you know the Medal of Honor games, right? You know, the legendary Allied Assault on PC, Frontline on PS2, and God, the reboot from 2010 that tried really hard to be Call of Duty. Oh, and there was that VR game from 2020 that no one asked for. Literally, no one.
Is he a high-ranking German?
Worse. He's French.
But before all that, and before some of you were even born, there was this in 1999. For a long time, I didn't even know this, but the entire Medal of Honor franchise, all the PC classics, the PS2 masterpieces, it all started here on the PlayStation 1.
Der Amerikaner hat Hundekuchen in der Tasche. The American has dog biscuits in his pocket.
So I booted up the game, sat back, and watched the intro. And suddenly, it was like someone opened a hidden folder in my brain. All those core memories just came back to me. Man, simpler times. But then I thought, wait a second, DreamWorks made a World War II FPS? That sounded weird, so I had to investigate. Turns out, DreamWorks Interactive wasn't the same team who made all those awesome movies, like Shrek, Madagascar, or Shark Tale. Yeah, I still hate that movie. This was a different branch, a game studio co-founded by Steven Spielberg and Microsoft. And these guys had already made some of the strangest and most creative games of the 90s. The Neverhood, Skull Monkeys, Small Soldiers, and Taifu, which honestly feels like a predecessor to Kung Fu Panda or something. Anyway, around 1997, while Spielberg was working on Saving Private Ryan, he came up with a new idea. What if we made a World War II first-person shooter that's actually good? Apparently, the inspiration came from watching his son play GoldenEye on the N64. Oh man, that kid had taste. Of course, the management wasn't thrilled. They thought World War II was old news, and people want space marines and lasers. Yeah, sure. Corpos always know what people want, am I right? Thankfully, Spielberg didn't care and stuck to his vision, and they started working on Medal of Honor in '97. Apparently, early on, the game was actually a lot darker. The prototype had gore, harsher animations, and grittier models. They ended up toning it down a little bit to avoid controversy. Even so, when Medal of Honor finally dropped in November '99, people just loved it. It was realistic, immersive, and surprisingly respectful of its subject matter. IGN gave it 9.3 out of 10, which was crazy at the time. Yeah, I know, nobody cares about IGN now, but in '99 they were still relevant, trust me. So, what does it feel like to play Medal of Honor in 2025? Honestly, it's quite amazing. But why don't we explore it together? Obviously, the game is set during World War II, more precisely near the end of it, around June 1944. The game opens with a short intro full of archive footage, dramatic narration, and all that classic Spielberg energy.
But Winston Churchill and his small island nation won the Battle of Britain, holding out through Hitler's terror bombing for an entire year. They stoked the fires of freedom long enough to stay alive and to save the world.
Then I got to the main menu and boom, all my childhood memories came back. Man, I love these interactive menus. I think Medal of Honor was the first game I ever saw doing this, and it's still incredible. The background chatter, the officers moving around, the little sounds when you select an option, it's all these small details that make the game feel immersive.
It's nothing like a haircut to make you feel alive, relevant, you know. And then you feel like $1 million when you get out the chair, you know. My name is Oscar. I'm a barber by trade. I've been doing it for 17 years now. Long time. Yeah, it's been a while. During the holidays, a bunch of local barbers, we go back to the New Orleans Mission, which is a homeless shelter. Something as simple as a haircut, you know. Take a look in that mirror and you're looking at somebody that you probably haven't seen in years. My mom's always been one to, you know, just always give back. And I think, you know, subconsciously, I think that's where I got it from. She would cook for the kids in the neighborhood who everyone thought were the bad kids in the neighborhood. You know, and my mom just looked at them like, they're just kids, you know? They need love too. Love for me is, you know, compassion. Love for me is helping, you know, just being a good human being. You know, it doesn't take much to just be nice to somebody. You know, a simple head nod, a simple smile to somebody. And, you know, I know it because I've done it. I never thought I'd be able to be doing all of this help for all these people. We do back to school events. This little kid whose mother wouldn't have been able to get his haircut. He got out the chair and he looked in the mirror and he was like, I'm ready for school now. Just seeing the gratitude in the mom's face, I didn't realize, you know, at the time.
Patterson, get in here.
Can we bring these menus back, please? We play as Lieutenant Jimmy Patterson, who looks like the most textbook American hero imaginable. He's 6'5", every field rating is above 90%, and of course, straight A's in every subject. Alright, calm down, Jimmy. We get it. You are a nerd. Jimmy is a new recruit in the OSS, or the Office of Strategic Services, which was actually a real intelligence agency during World War II, but I will let the Colonel explain.
Our mission is anything and everything. Espionage, sabotage, subversion, search and rescue, you name it, we do it.
By the way, I love his voice acting. There are 7 missions in total, and each one feels quite different. We get a French village, a submarine, and even a snowy level in Norway that I absolutely love. Each mission is split into multiple levels, usually 3 or 4. And since we've got a lot to cover, let's dive into the first one. Rescue the G3 officer. Our first mission takes us to the lovely France. Well, it's been occupied by the Germans, so not that lovely, I guess. Before each level, we get a short text briefing, and yeah, these are actually worth reading. They sometimes give us useful tips on how to approach objectives or what to expect. This is also where we meet our contact in the French resistance, and her name is Manon. Manon? Manon? Whatever.
What was your previous job? I've worked for 3 years. In human resource.
Anyway, a friendly plane has been shot down, and one of the passengers is an officer who knows a lot about Allied battle plans and the resistance itself. So yeah, we'd better find him fast. First up, find the plane. Oh, and I have to say, I love the loading screens in this game. When a mission starts, we get that bold "on to victory." Between levels, the fight continues. And when we successfully finish a mission, triumph! Come on, you have to admit, that's a cool attention to detail. Now, let's talk controls, because that's always a danger zone for PS1 shooters. How should I say it? It's perfect. Okay, not modern perfect, but for 1999, they absolutely nailed it. And even today, it feels pretty good. It's like a combination of both sticks, turning left and right and moving back and forth with the left stick, and moving sideways and looking up and down with the right. And for shooting, we've got 2 options: hipfire with no crosshair, or hold the right trigger to enter this kind of aiming mode. This is actually really smooth. The only downside is that we cannot move while aiming, so for a second the game kinda turns into a rail shooter. Honestly, I mostly stuck with the hipfire unless I needed to snipe. It just feels more natural, and the running and gunning is super satisfying. That said, lining up the perfect headshot feels so damn good.
Tomorrow, you might regret not finding the adventure in today. But life isn't about finding anything. It's about creating it. Every day you have the choice to turn curiosity into action. You don't have to go far. You just have to go.
So yeah, pick your poison, I guess.
So you just finished fighting a couple of opponents in Street Fighter 2. Feeling ready and confident in your skills, you move forward to take on the final boss, with the hopes of being the ultimate Street Fighter champion. But before you can go ahead and fight even more difficult foes, you must pass through the inevitable turn of smashing a car to bits on the bonus stage. Why is this particular part of the game important for the overall Street Fighter experience? Without further ado, let me welcome you to the Street Fighterverse. The Destroy Car bonus stage presented players with a car that must be destroyed in under 40 seconds. Each hit to the car awards 100 points, and if all the hits are landed successfully, a maximum of 24,400 points will be awarded, along with 100 points per second left on the clock, and a bonus 30,000 points for achieving a perfect round. Players must destroy the left side of the car. The window will be smashed to confirm it, then the right side, then the body of the car from either side. The car bears an extremely strong resemblance to the first generation Toyota Celsior or Lexus LS 400 outside of Japan, which was produced from 1990 to 1994. The bonus stage takes place in a port town in the United States, and the stage is similar to Ken's stage, Battle Harbor. There are no tiebreakers in this bonus stage if 2 players join in. It is said in the storyline that a man takes cars that do not sell and offer prize money for those who manage to break a car within a time limit with their bare hands for $10 per try. Even though the story sounds great, it still doesn't answer our question. Why is breaking a Japanese luxury sedan so important for the Street Fighter game experience? Well, from a player's point of view, these bonus stages are solely purposed for gaining additional points to achieve a high score, as the player cannot lose the game in those stages. In terms of game design, the car stage acts as a pause in the middle of an onslaught of challenges. Without the car stage, the player does not experience emotional downtime in the fighting game's arcade mode, which seems illogical at first. But without them, it would be nothing more than a torrent of high-intensity bouts. Bonus stages gives players a temporary safe space, where they aren't given a game over for failing, and they're allowed to experiment with Street Fighter 2's characters' moves without the risk of being beaten up by a bot. There's also a novelty element to it. Street Fighter 2's Scar stage is actually a reference to a near-identical bonus stage from Capcom's beat-em-up series, Final Fight. With only a few minor changes, Final Fight's original bonus stage follows the same basic concept as its descendants. It's possibly the only example of the car stage that includes a weapon in the environment for the player. Furthermore, it identifies the vulnerable sections of the car, removing some of the mystery associated with learning its pattern. There's actually some loose justification for the actions of the heroes in Final Fight. After passing the stage, you'll discover that the car belongs to Bread, a faction antagonist in the game. There are other types of bonus stages that also represent the core of the Street Fighter Test Your Skills objective. For example, the Barrel Breaker bonus stage. In the arcade release of Street Fighter 2, the second stage is widely considered the most difficult and annoying bonus round. It involves the player or the players waiting below a conveyor belt for barrels to drop down from above, and each must be broken using any attack. The Oil Drum bonus stage. The third stage features a pyramid made of oil drum cans set on fire. The player has to destroy it within 40 seconds, and oil drums will sometimes release fire, burning the player. Wall of Bricks bonus stage. The 16-bit versions of Street Fighter 2, the SNES, and Genesis featured a wall of bricks. Players are tasked with destroying the blocks in under 40 seconds. The brick wall actually consists of 4 different sections, arranged in a pyramid-like fashion: left side, top, center, and right side. The Street Fighter 2 bonus stage made a cameo appearance in the end credits for the 2012 Walt Disney video game themed film Wreck-It Ralph. The Break Car bonus stage from Final Fight is referenced in episode 10 of Gravity Falls, where Rumble McSkirmish destroys a car, and its owner says, "Oh, my car." The Street Fighter game is known for its mysterious backstories. As an example, the combo system was allegedly discovered by accident. Characters can cancel their normal move animations with special attacks, which was not originally intended as a key feature of the game. In the arcades, the legend of Shenlong spread rumors about a secret character, but it was actually a mistranslation of Ryu's Shoryuken. In spite of this, characters like Akuma and Gouken were born from the rumor. An iconic stage like the car stage adds variety and breaks up tension. While it may be exciting to believe that everything associated with Street Fighter 2 corresponds to these examples, in reality it is just a fun way to take a break. So what did you like about the Street Fighter bonus stages? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on new theories and info. Thank you for watching. This has been your Street Fighter host. Welcome to the center stage. Our new Discord server. There you can talk with us, chat about current events going on in Street Fighter, information, theories, and lore. We'll leave the link in the description box below. We want to thank everyone for tuning in and becoming part of this Street Fighter community. We want to thank you for your positive comments towards our channel, because it only habilitates us to grow even more. From the Street Fighterverse crew, we thank you.
Sister went missing. Riley.
Select your heroes. There are moments in media that feel like a fever dream. Improbable collisions of culture that, by all logic, should not work. Imagine trying to explain this to someone in 1990. Okay, so you take the most popular characters from American comics, these icons of Western mythology, defined by artists like Jack Kirby and Jim Lee, then you hand them over to a Japanese video game company, famous for a globe-trotting martial arts tournament. They're going to redraw them, okay, and reinterpret them through the lens of anime and manga. They will animate them with a fluidity and dynamism that the Saturday morning cartoons could only dream of. Then, they're going to pit them against their own creations, a stoic karate man, a vampire queen, a little blue robot boy with a cannon for an arm, and a guy whose primary weapon is a futuristic ninja scarf. Right, they will move at impossible speeds, flying across the screen, calling in partners to fill the screen with a blinding, kaleidoscopic chaos of lasers, fireballs, and giant fists. And it would all be set to smooth jazz. It sounds like nonsense. It sounds like a child smashing their action figures together. And yet, for a generation, this wasn't nonsense. This was the peak. This was the hypest, most beloved, and most enduring fighting game franchise of its time. This was Marvel vs. Capcom. But the story of Marvel vs. Capcom doesn't start with Marvel vs. Capcom. To understand how we got to this beautiful, broken, brilliant mess, we have to go back to a time when the idea of a crossover was a novelty, and Capcom was about to change the world with the help of some mutants. Welcome to BitViews. Select your hero. Let's go! By the early 1990s, Capcom was king. Street Fighter II wasn't just a game. It was a global phenomenon. It single-handedly revitalized the arcade industry, and laid the foundation for the entire fighting game genre as we know it. Capcom had the Midas touch, but after a dozen iterations of Street Fighter, even kings need to innovate. So they looked west, and in the early 90s, one property was dominating American pop culture in a way that nothing else could touch. The X-Men, buoyed by the staggering success of the animated series and the best-selling comics of all time, mutants were everywhere. And Capcom saw an opportunity, not just to license a popular property, but to do something revolutionary with it. Build a fighting game from the ground up on their new powerhouse arcade board, the
One who seeks an audience with Prince Choi of Seattle. Please, call me Fire.
I see. Well, good to meet you, Fire. And welcome to Seattle. But I'm afraid you find matters a little complicated. Sophia, any results? Do we know who slew Campbell?
It's, inconclusive. So far. Someone's clearly tried to frame the Anarchs, but...
Frame the Anarchs?
Forgive me. It's just... The Nomad! Hi.
Please. Just Fire will do perfectly.
Fire.
So that's what was left unsaid. I had a feeling. And I don't buy that you're simply being humble. Your reputation is legend. And to what? Or whom do we owe this pleasure?
I believe it was Lou, my prince.
I see. And what did you two discuss?
Less than I would have liked. She used a lot of big words with little substance. She seemed diminished, and all too aware of that fact.
Let's keep things polite. Lou was, after all, Prince, once. So, you've come to ask permission to move freely through my city?
And to find an answer. I woke only recently, and with this mark on my hand.
Oh.
I hoped you could tell me what you know of it.
I see. Well, your timing is hardly ideal.
Then I would be all the more grateful for your aid.
I'm sure. But as much as I hate it, there's something we have to talk about first. Could you share what happened last night, Tolly?
With pleasure. Yeah, he does this.
Figure in bloody robes seen fleeing across city. Black hair, ashen skin. Dead bodies in an abandoned building, cops on site. Suspicious-looking blood loss. Never mind the poor fashion choice. That's a masquerade breach right there.
Ah, nuts. Let the mask slip once and the world becomes your scaffold.
So you see, we have a problem. One that must be dealt with.
I apologize. I was not in control of myself. How may I atone?
Smooth, very smooth.
I'm sorry, Fire. But perceived or otherwise, I can't ignore this. A new prince that displays such weakness? I'd be lucky to see another night. Especially with the Anarch situation so hot.
Oh, that reminds me. Our sheriff's refusing to get in line. Old Benny boys left a trail of bloody bodies right from the back of, you know, your home from home.
I see.
News just in. Because he was AWOL, the Anarchs pulled the same stunt at the glacier as they did here. They interrupted her soaps. She is not a happy camper. She's got questions now. The difficult ones. Wants to hear answers.
That so? Well, can't put it off forever. Please excuse me. I have to deal with this. Tolly, get me the linden perfume. I can't reek of thin blood when I tell her it's under control.
I am still here.
And?
Prince Choi, the matter of your permission. May I move freely in your city or not?
Oh, that. Meet me at Macomb tomorrow night. We'll talk.
Scored yourself a sit-down with the boss. Just keep playing the game like you did and you'll be fine. But whatever you decide to do, just remember, the only real question in life is whether the fucking you're getting is worth the fucking you're getting. Talk soon, honey bun.
Nicely done. I think she likes you. Same with Tom. It's a good start. Now, let's get out of the furnace.
Thirsty.
Time to hit. I have no idea what Dale was studying, if that's what he was doing. Like a fairground Nickelodeon, although it does cost more than a nickel and it doesn't make you smile. Dale was into mixing up thin blood alchemicals. Dangerous trade. My buddy Dale had body image problems. That's how he put it. Can you... Oh, guess I found my body. Or did I?
So weary is the wanderer. The treads on the fertile soil. The ichor of the hecatomb awakens blooms incarnadine. Is the wanderer not thirsty? Will they sup?
Hey there, fella. Are you talking to me?
Ah, it is the truth seeker. Will you not wake?
Am I asleep?
Wake up, detective.
Huh? Oh. All right then. I remember now. It was a cold day in December. Colder than usual, I mean. I was in my office, I was awake, and I was none too happy about it.
Come on, will you?
Last time I looked, it was 2024. Sophia loaned me this. Said there was Nico. Ah, stack of old case notes that I... Oh yeah, a few leads on the enchantment of Whitby Island. It might just be a line in a tourist brochure, but you had to check the... Oh, my notes on the possibility of a golem under the... Oh, I got that off Nico so I could listen out for the sonic grid. Never had work. I figured I'd left him there long enough.
About time.
Evening, Officer Wheeler. And I hope your night shift treats you with the joy and fulfillment that you deserve.
And I hope the same to you, you lousy deadbeat. I got a message for you, urgent, from your boss.
A bulletin from dear Captain Benny? Well, officer, you've perked up my prospects.
Good for you. But I gotta wonder what craziness you're bringing into our station this time.
Take it from me, George, old buddy. There are more things in heaven and earth than you've time for on a Friday night. Best you're in the dark. Seattle by night is like any other big city. Stuffed full of drunks, dramas, and dreams. Someone's gotta sweep them up.
Yeah, whatever. Here. I gotta get to the desk. Just do whatever you do, and I better not hear any... Well, you know, any... Just don't.
You can count on me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. You owe me, Fabian. $30.
I don't think I do. Last time I ate takeout, Calvin Coolidge was in power.
For Monday's game. Pay your debts, detective.
Benny had sent me a little love note to go downtown to the Macon bar. Seemed the owner, Mr. Fletcher, had a problem. And with Fletcher, it was always better to deal with the problem before he skinned it alive. But I'd woken up hungry. I needed a bite to eat before heading out. Guy had been in the drunk tank for a couple... He was a chilled out.
Well, good evening. Baby. Sure, buddy.
I do believe you're my vintage. Tangy. Stay safe, Rafe.
Love you, Mom.
It was time to head to the Macon bar since I'd had my cup of joe. Or Giuseppe, or whoever. Sure, sometimes I felt like a heel, but the folks I fed on mostly wouldn't miss it. One of the advantages of mortals, given time, they'd fill right back up. I had a few around the city. This fella was a new addition.
Hey, Fabian. Who owes who money? And who controls the door?
Wheeler was a nice guy. Really. Just a little single-minded.
You got that money, Fabian?
Always admired your persistence, George. Great asset to an officer. You let me out, I shake a few of my debtors, see what falls out. Get you something by Tuesday?
Not good enough, bud. You gotta settle what you owe.
Sure, sure. Wouldn't want this hanging between us. Place like this, a man should set a good example.
Wheeler was a good cop, but the reason he got desk duty, a memory like Swiss cheese. Partly my fault. Some things are better forgotten. Heartbreak, trauma, inconvenient gambling debts. I was going to have to deal with it the old-fashioned way and wipe his mind.
Just let me root around, George. I'll come up with something. Later, Wheeler.
Yeah, just come back with...
Forget. Hey, Wheeler. You, have a problem with me leaving? I owe you, or something?
Huh? What? Oh, no. No, buddy, sorry. God, I must have nodded off. No, everything's good. I'll just unlock the door for you.
Enjoy your night, George.
Need to find a better spot.
Mr. Fabian.
Evening, Patrick. I hear you've got trouble.
Yeah, same old, same old. You better go and talk to Mr. Fletcher.
If it isn't my old friend Fabian. Good of you to join us, finally.
Fletcher, still haven't got the hang of the old twinkle twinkle, huh? They tell me you've got a knot that I can help untie.
It's a curious one. There's a girl.
Isn't there always?
Indeed. This one came to my establishment on an errand from her sire. Would you believe it?
Not that unusual for one new embraced.
That's just it. She's mortal. Complete. You'd better talk to her. She knows a little too much for my taste.
I better check this out. Where can I...
Back room. I told her it's where we hold our most delicate assignations.
Classy.
She wants to talk to one of her sire's contacts. Figure it out, Fabian. And let me know how you're going to deal with it.
Hello, miss. May I have a moment of your time?
I'm sorry, I'm waiting for someone. Someone important. I don't want to talk to anyone, especially a cop.
I realized this wasn't going to work. She was too fixated on the whole detective ensemble. Never mind, miss. Maybe we'll talk later.
Oh, I don't think so.
She might not talk to a cop, but she seemed the impressionable type. A little force of will, and she'd talk to who she thought I was. I'd picked up a trick or two in my time. Well, hello there.
Oh my, you... I think I know what you are.
Glad she knew that, because I had no idea what she thought I was. I'd have to play this carefully. I'm pleased to see you again, my child.
I mean, you're not my sire, obviously, because he's the one who sent me. You're trying to trick me. Leave me alone, you creep.
Ha! Never mind then. Crash and burn. I needed to figure out who she wanted to see. Well, hello there.
Oh my, you... I think I know what you are.
Glad she knew that, because I had no idea what she thought I was. I'd have to play this carefully. You do, huh?
Wait, there's something not right here. Who are you? You're not one of us.
Sorry to trouble you, miss. Who did she expect to meet? Well, hello there.
Oh my, you... I think I know what you are.
Glad she knew that, because I had no idea what she thought I was. I'd have to play this carefully. You do, huh?
Wait, there's something not right here. You're not one of the people I'm waiting for.
Oh, case of mistaken identity, sorry. This wasn't working. I needed a different approach. Well, hello there.
Oh.
Glad she knew. Welcome, daughter of the night.
Hello. You are one of his friends, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I know your sire.
Please tell me, who are you?
I am thirsty. Should we share a bite?
You think...
Well, glad she...
Oh, please. Vlad, you're...
The staff tell me...
I do.
He did. It meant nothing to me, but I neglected my Bible studies. What do you...
Oh, that you are I share that pain too.
What?
Oh, that you... But...
I thought... I'd gotten hurt. Of course.
Oh.
I mean, take...
It's odd. Now that you mention it, it's been a whirlwind few days. But, I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
How have you taken to our existence? The consuming of blood, the lateness of the hour.
I suppose I must have taken blood. It's the only way we survive, isn't it? I've dreamed about it, but I don't actually remember drinking. I must have. In the embrace. Mustn't I?
Tell me, how did yours...
Oh, how weird.
It's not true. You seemed...
Oh, I know.
Well, Pandora. Blessings of dark.
Oh, and,
Don't go anywhere.
of course not.
Someone had tied her noodle in a real knot. I needed to talk to Fletcher.
You talked to our Gothic delight?
This is deliberate. She's been pushed here by someone. A few facts sketched in, but the rest blanked out. Someone's emptied Miss Pandora's mind. All she knows, find her sire's friend and give him a message.
And what was the message?
Couldn't get it out of her. She say anything to you?
Nothing useful.
We should figure out who sent her here.
Well, that's what you're here for, isn't it? To sniff it out.
Good notion, I'll do that. I guess Patrick on the door might know. Hey there. Been chewing a few...
Sure.
Have you seen the girl?
Not really. You'd be surprised how many... Most don't get in. But the way she was talking, I think she's a new...
You got that right. It's walked.
I didn't see any...
I smelled her. Come on, Patrick.
I don't know what to
Patrick was a solid guy. But
Thanks for helping out.
Let's see what's going on in here. What was that? A limo. That means someone with... Just wanted to ask something.
No problem.
Got didn't get a plate? Or
nah, but you get one.
I do, yeah. Limo means month for what it's worth. Gotcha.
Good luck with...
Here, I don't freeze to death.
CPS2.
3 minutes ago, we detected an ICBM over the Pacific. Current flight trajectory is...
Resident Evil.
We've all heard that 1996's Resident Evil was the first game to coin the term survival horror, but neither Resident Evil nor the philosophy it was designed under just popped into Shinji Mikami and Capcom's head fully formed. Wham bam, thank you ma'am.
I can't believe it!
Director Shinji Mikami would finally admit in 2014 that there was more influence on Resident Evil than just 1989's Sweet Home, which it was intended to be a remake of. Early on in its development, Resident Evil had been languishing as an FPS Doom clone until Mikami played Infogram's Alone in the Dark and found that his fixed camera angles, pre-rendered backgrounds, and tank controls were a perfect fit for his zombie game. I guess you could say that Resident Evil went from being a Doom clone to a clone in the dark. A clone in the dark. Okay, don't act like you didn't think that was hilarious. So while the cat's out of the bag on that inspiration, I don't think that the answer to the question of who started survival horror can really just be summed up by saying Alone in the Dark, no matter how formative that game was or how much of it was copied by Resident Evil. Survival horror mechanics like complex puzzle solving, inventory management, backtracking, limited resources, and the dilemma of whether to fight or flee from sometimes invincible enemies had been percolating in numerous games since the early 70s, but it's these pioneers of terror that I want to highlight today and give them their just due. Now, of course, calling any of these games survival horror is probably wrong-headed, as noted historian Bernard Perron claims.
So trying to say that, you know, there's survival horror exists before 96, as a scholar, I have really a real difficulty because the label didn't exist. So we're trying to, you know, label something back then that was not taught in that vision.
Because they're unintentional prototypes of a now recognized concept, they can't really be reasonably held to the same standard or expected to elicit every feature that the genre's ever had. But these games are all excellent examples of often the very first time nailing down these mechanics and showing why they could work so well together when remixed in later titles. Everything starts somewhere, and survival horror is no different. So if you're not too scared to continue, let's get stuck into the untold history of one of gaming's greatest genres, the survival horror. Survival horror as we know it seems, to the best of historians' knowledge, to have started off innocuously enough in a turn-based text-adventure game of all things back in 1973 with Hunt the Wumpus. Hunt the Wumpus was the brainchild of the eccentric and innovative
Patrick saw a limo. Says Pandora was dropped off by one. That speaks of money. And money speaks of court.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I do not like the implications. Not one bit.
So what now? Usual treatment, I assume? You'll empty her mind even further? Throw her back in the pond? Assuming you don't want her skinned and fed to the pigs.
Yes, I'll need to wipe her mind. Erase any thoughts of sires and embraces.
Well, she's already empty-headed. I wonder what'll become of her after.
Seattle has a place for everyone. Even if it's, under a bridge somewhere, I suppose.
Very well, then. Do what you need to, but once you're done, give me the nod. We do allow a little leeway in my establishments, but I don't need a masquerade breach at my front door.
Understood. He was right. I needed to deal with Miss Pandora, and quickly. I did need to deal with her quickly, but not in the way I'd expected. Time to earn the paycheck. If I got paid, which I didn't, technically. Still. Hey there, Miss Pandora, how you feeling?
Still a bit antsy. I could kill for a cigarette. I guess I'm a little cold around the neck. Oh, and, dead?
Of course. What with you being a construct of my own mind, it was a stupid question. I will grant you that. But I like to make my own psyche comfortable.
What do you need to know, Lord Fabian?
So tell me, how did you die exactly?
I guess someone staked me with a piece of metal, then chopped my head off. Or the other way around. Either way, it works on both humans and vampires.
Chopped your head off?
Actually, now you ask. No, it looks more ripped off to me.
Huh. Someone's strong then. And quick and quiet to do this without a fuss. Why did you call me Lord Fabian?
I'm a construct of your psyche, remember? Do you really want to stroke your ego that much? But, since you ask, because someone wants to get your attention, don't you think?
What's with the little cross sword doodad?
I told you what my sire said, remember? Beware the sword of the cross.
You did, didn't you?
And the cross is tickling at your brain, isn't it? So is the iron rebar forced through my body. You've seen this before. Would you kill, detective, for a cigarette?
No, Marla. I wouldn't kill you for a cigarette. But someone did, right?
Maybe they did. That was my job here at the Macom, after all. Hanging around the bar, my tray in front of me, offering the patrons their pick of tobacco. That's where you've seen me. Maybe 50 times before. The only place you've seen me. But you never did notice me, did you?
So how did you die, Marla?
Isn't it obvious? Iron bar through the heart. Head cut off.
Cut off?
You're right, not cut off. The wound, it feels more ragged, more torn. Ripped off, I'd say, by someone strong.
I see a piece of jewelry there. That yours?
The sharpened metal cross? You've never seen me with it before. I know you didn't pay me much attention, but you'd have spotted that. It's hardly subtle.
I'm sorry, Marla. You didn't deserve this.
Didn't I? You don't really know me at all, do you, detective? I could be a torturer, a mobster, a serial killer.
Maybe. Or maybe just wrong place, wrong time.
This looks a little more specific than that. More targeted.
So who were you, Marla?
Why a nobody, detective? A mortal. A servant in the Macom.
Wait. One of Fletcher's employees, right? So a ghoul, perhaps?
I think you're right, detective. The neck bleed did slow up real quick by the spattering. Perhaps I had drunk the blood of a vampire and gained a bit of power.
I know what a ghoul is, thank you kindly. Killed by twisted iron and sheer strength. Good enough for either a vampire or a mortal. But she was mortal, and a ghoul to boot. She belonged to someone. I needed to check that out. Well, she was dead. The missing head gave it away. A fine array of vintages. Entirely illegal. No problem for the rich or the... Had our killer needed rope to get Marla up onto the rebar? seemed unlikely. Why put your savings in a bank when you could put it? All these bottles must have been worth a pretty penny. A single cigarette. Had Marla been... The slab of muscle in a suit was Lou's security ghoul. What was his name? Carstairs Cantaloupe.
Good to see you, Mr. Castaway.
Campbell.
That was it! I knew it.
Is there something you need?
Any idea what happened here?
Someone disliked a cigarette girl so much that he pinned her up on iron railings and took her head off.
You'd make a great beat cop, you know that? So, do you enjoy being a ghoul?
I do.
Well, bully for you then. Are you the killer? I'll put that down as a maybe. Have a good night.
Now, that paper'd been here since before Prohibition.
Hello again.
Yes?
Why are you... Mistress... Does that mean you're...
No.
She was a ghoul.
I don't.
Speculation? Well, goodbye.
Construction rebar rammed into the floor. That took the hammer wasn't covered in blood, which was a shame. Otherwise, it would have been a classic clue. I needed to know more about her, but Marla had said all she was going to say. It was all Marla's blood by the smell.
Over here, my boy.
My sire Gideon and the sheriff Hector. They'd asked me to make some chit-chat with the corpse.
Fabian, my boy. What do you make of her?
Well, she is definitely dead.
That's the best you can do?
Sorry, boss. Head torn off rather than chopped. Iron rebar through the heart.
Torn off? Interesting. Anything else?
There's an artifact. Metal thing, sort of a cross, but with a pointed end.
Sharpened cross and a severed head. Remind you of anything, Hector?
Marla worked here in the Macam. I think she was a ghoul.
More than likely. Fletcher values loyalty in his staff.
But she wasn't Fletcher's ghoul, was she?
Don't try that on me, Malkavian. She was Rosalind's, all right?
Always sensible for a prince to have their ear to the ground.
That's all I have right now.
Well, keep on it, Detective.
Keep poking around, son. You're the right man for this job.
Your first time at the Macam, and it's a doozy. What do you make of our little tableau out back? I was thinking of redecorating, but blood red is a little unsubtle.
What can you tell me about Marla? She worked for you, right?
The girl did have employment here, selling cigarettes. And before you ask, I don't know why a tray around your neck would get said neck sliced in two. She didn't strike me as clever or deep in a diabolical scheme.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
You're the detective, so I suppose...
Who found her?
As it happens, I did.
I'm reasonably sure that if you...
Right on the button, detective.
Where were you when she...
Deep in a dreamless sleep, I'd imagine.
Nice place you got.
I'm flattered it me. I'm sure we'll... And get your... First...
You sleep...
I'm Isn't the important given he was up and killing in daylight?
Immortal. Thanks, I'll talk to you.
Chin up, old boy.
Any more ideas?
The kill happened during the day. This wasn't Kindred.
A cross, a torn-off head, an immortal killer. What do you think, Sheriff? Hunter?
It seems so.
This seems so carefully staged. Could it be a setup?
Very theatrical, as you say. Designed to strike terror into the heart of all cigarette girls everywhere.
Or at least those who serve a prince. Well done. I'll take it from here. The fact it happened during the day, that's useful. You look into the girl. Find out where she lived, her lovers, family, friends. Either file a nasty accident or an ordinary back alley encounter. Whatever works. Make sure no one will miss her.
Poor kid. One day selling salvation from a box, the next, poof, gone. Forgotten, buried. But isn't that the way of our world?
What was that? Oh, you saw it too, huh? Well, look, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep. I guess it was a dream? But, no, those were memories. I mean, things that I'd forgotten or maybe misunderstood at the time. Something must have dislodged them. Gideon, my sire, and Hector, my old boss. Both are long gone.
We have a place to be. To meet the prince.
That's right. The Macombar. The place we just dreamed, actually. Maybe that's why it was on my mind. Ah, we should get to the prince.